Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today we're going to be planning in my dashboard social media planner for the week of April 26th through May 2nd. So it's the last week in the April month in your happy planner. And I'm going to do something that I have been thinking about for quite a long time now. I've done blackout spreads on the left-hand side before. I did one around Halloween time. I can't remember if I've done one more recently than that. But anyway, so I have this Pen & Gear black paper journal. It's from Walmart. And I like it because the paper is black all the way to the center of the page. It gets a little bit light in the middle, but some of the black paper journals I've seen, oops, and I got 2 pages, are really bright white in the center. So it's like they basically put black pigment on the front and the back of the paper, and it's not black all the way through to the center. So, but this journal doesn't have that problem quite so much. And it doesn't waste a lot of paper because it's about the same size, roughly the same size as a piece of Happy Planner paper. So I'm going to cut it down to size and punch it. I don't want the rounded corners, so I'm just centering my piece of paper so I can cut those off. And obviously I don't want the ragged torn edge. So now that I've got my sheet cut to size. Yep. All right. I want to go ahead and put an April on here, up here in the normal spot. So these are some month covers, month stickers that I made myself. These happen to be on white paper. I also did some on clear matte sticker paper. I will link that video in the cards up above. But I just want to pick an April, a font that feels like it goes with the font on this page, because I'm not replacing this page. And I'm choosing the one on white sticker paper, obviously, because I'm putting it on black paper, so I want it to show up. Thinking maybe this one. So I'm just going to put it up here in the corner in the normal spot. And then I'm going to draw the boxes in with either, let's see, I'm debating. I think a white jelly roll would be good. And okay, so I should clue you in on what the big part of this spread is, and that is using these florals. This is in the Muted Blooms Live Love Posh sticker book. I know she sold out of these and then she restocked them, and I don't know if she sold out of them a second time. So check the Live Love Posh website. You might still be able to get this, but I just loved these flowers. They're mostly kind of a grayish blue, lots of greenery, and just a tiny little bit of pink. And I want to pair these with the back half of the Book Lovers sticker book from Planners Anonymous and Craftsmith that is currently available at Michael's. I wanted to pair it with, I thought it went well with this like kind of sage minty green and this lighter blue, and I can sneak in some of the lime and darker blue if I want to, but I thought these over on this side would be a good pairing. So with all of that explanation, I definitely want to draw in my normal boxes. I want them to be a little bit extra long because it is the last week in the month, and I always have a few extra things to do on the last week of the month. So I think I'm going to put my extra long box on this side and my normal 10 bullet point box on this side so that I can put a big floral here. And then I want to use, here we go. So there are some nice, unfortunately all the minty green ones, like the sage green ones, are not action words. Holiday, vacation, date night. Okay, so there's a light blue to do. I don't want them to say the same thing. Those all say to do, date night. Okay, so I only really have to do as an option. What else? Okay, those big to do. Okay, here we go. Baby blue priority, that'll work. But again, they all say the same thing. I want to stay away from the books in this spread, I want to stick with more of the florals. Ooh, those are pretty. Okay, that's pretty much it. Now I'm into the other half of the book. I guess I could do the brown, but then they both say priority. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, what about the front half of the book? Was there like a minty green in this half of the book too? There is, but no action words. Darn it. Okay, so if I used priority, oh, they're both blue. It's just a different size of a font. The other book I was going to use, I was thinking about using these over here as my bullet point lists because the blues and the greens in this match. I wonder if there are action words in this book. This is another one of the books. This is the wellness, health and wellness one. And for whatever reason, just those colors they really match to me. So, oh, here we go. Those are lighter, but reminder to do important in that minty green. Or I could use this gray blue. I like this remember and you can do it because they have the same kind of ombre effect that this one does. Maybe we'll use those. I think that's the answer right there. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is use a white jelly roll. And I'm just going to draw in basically the normal boxes that I would have. So I'm just putting this underneath for alignment. Actually, I don't even need it at this point, really. I just need to draw my white line across here and try to get it straight. I'm not going to take any chances. I've done crooked too many times. I'm going to measure. Light pressure works best with these jelly roll pens. They tend to be streaky if you use heavy pressure. And then I try to lift straight up so that I don't smear the white. The nice thing is these do erase relatively well. So I'm going to let that dry. I want to grab a bullet point stencil. I think I'll do this one has a round and a square, but I think I'll just use square. These are spaced out a little bit farther than these, but that's okay. I think I want about 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I think I want 13 to 15. I think also, I'm saying I think a lot. Oh, I know what I need to do first. I need to put my 2 stickers on so that I don't start the bullet points up too high. So I think I'm going to do, you can do it for my YouTube filming, which is going to be the shorter of the 2. And I want to do, so for here I want to help myself use this to help me figure out the placement on this one. Actually, you know what? I just changed my mind. And the reason is because well, yes, I want YouTube filming toward the center. And here's why. It's less lines and it's a little bit harder sometimes to write against the discs. So I want to put the column with less writing near the discs, if that makes any sense. So we'll go remember right there. That's going to be my longer column of all my miscellaneous stuff for move in. And then this is going to be my filming. So that'll be the slightly shorter one. So 10 will be plenty for that one. Okay, so let's just go ahead and draw some squares in. And this is actually, this stencil is for the classic vertical planner, but it works just fine for my purposes here. So, okay, I lied. I only did 9 on that one because I really only need 7. Okay, and then for this one, so what I was doing was looking to see how much space relative to the bullet points this floral was going to take up, and I think I may end up putting it over here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's longer this way, and I mean, I guess I could turn it this way. And since it's black on black, I'm not going to bring it over far enough to punch it. I'm just going to put it right up against the punches. So I want to let that get dry, nice and dry, the white. So let's switch gears and come over to this page. I want to put in my bullet points, and I think I'm going to have to cut them off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, and this is only 6 lines. So let me grab a metal straight edge and a craft knife, and I'm just going to cut the bottom bullet point off of 7 of these. And I think I want the ones, the ombre, start over here where they're a little bit more blue. So I just want to bring this matching color over onto this side to help me make better decisions when it comes to my color choices. Awesome. Oh, those colors match so well. Let me just make absolutely sure I don't have any boxes in here that I want to use for my stats. Nope. Okay, and then the only other thing is if there was something long and thin to use up under my YouTube sticker of the right color, but I don't think there is anything. I mean, these a little bit, but I could use this, but it's pretty busy to stick words over top of, so no, we'll figure something else out for that. Okay. So now to this book. I want to look for, again, still looking for stat boxes. So I could use these, or I could use these. There are only 6 though. I'd have to use a gold one, and I'm not sure I want to use gold. Okay, so these it is. And I want to stick to the greens, the greens and the lighter, let's see, the sage green and the light blue, because I just think those match so well. I think that might be everything I need out of this. There isn't any kind of a weekend banner I want. Maybe a quote. I don't think I'm going to find a quote though that's mostly in the colors that I want. And a black quote's not going to work on this page. I might have to go to a book and find a metallic quote. Or I could go to the original kit and grab a quote card. Ooh, I do need habit trackers. Does this book have habit trackers? The problem is I don't need 5, I only need 3. So I could do a little sticker surgery and cut a couple of them off. If I cut the top one and the bottom one off and just kept the center 3, that blue would work, but I need 3 and I only have 2. Okay, let's check the book where I got these. Are those considered habit trackers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, they are. They're weird though because they don't have a place for a title or anything. Those aren't going to show up. That affirmation box, I could cut that off and put my YouTube number, my YouTube title over that. Okay, here are some. Also with 5, but again, I could cut and just use the center 3. I like that way those colors match a little bit better, I think, than that. Okay, let's do some surgery, some sticker surgery. I'm going to take this one because it's got blue and green, and I'm going to keep the middle 3. I have not figured out where I'm putting them yet, but I have them. Yeah, that looks different. That looks good. Okay, so I'll hang on to that. And then I want to go back and get one of those bars from Affirmation. All right, so let's do that first. There we go. I'm going to put this on the edge of my desk because I don't know where I want to put that yet. I need to grab my YouTube video stickers. Just grab a YouTube videos. I don't need any of these this week. So far so good. There isn't much black over here. Let's see if there are any smaller flowers that we could put over here. Smaller clusters to kind of bring some black over. And this is about the smallest cluster there is. So I did cut that into a corner. I could do that, or I could just go ahead and trim it the rest of the way. So I'm done with that. I pulled a couple books to help finish filling this out. I want a black weekend banner to bring more black onto this side, preferably with a little bit of gold foil. And I thought I might find something in here. Also, we can look for a big gold quote, because I think gold is going to be my opportunity to bring gold over to this side, but also something that might show up on the black, because obviously Happy Planner doesn't really do white quotes, and nothing really else is going to show up over the black paper. Okay, on to the next adventure. That would work. Be present in all the things. I don't really want weekend with family in my social media planner. Attitude of gratitude, that's kind of nice. I like that. I've really been focusing on engaging more and being thankful for all of you guys, so I think I like that one. Kind of fits my recent theme. And I pulled the what is wrong with me? Oh my goodness, I totally pulled the wrong one. I was like, weekend with the, wait a second. Wake up, Jude. Time for more coffee, I think. Attitude of gratitude. Let's try this again. All right, and then if I can find another floral for this corner, that'll be good. Any other big gold quotes? There were some gold quotes in the back, but they were pretty fine writing, and I want something with nice fat writing. Nope, that's it for that one. Okay, so I also pulled Girl with Goals, because I remember from doing my monthly that it had a lot of big gold things in it. And this is, I combined this sticker book with the accessory pack. And so I've got my Post-it notes in the back here, and then I've got my normal 30-page sticker book, this gunmetal. I don't think I want to mix metals though. I think I want gold. Here we go. Here we go. You are capable of amazing things. I like that. I wonder if I can fit that. If I can fit that here, I could almost put, if you imagine that there's a box here, I could put another corner floral here and maybe put my habit trackers right there. Let's do that. Okay, so first of all, yep, I got another corner floral. Let's put that there. So like I said, like there would be an imaginary box here. And then do my habit trackers fit in here? Oh yeah, look at that. It's like it was made for that. Okay. So there are my habit trackers cupped in amongst the florals. Maybe we can fit some more florals on here somewhere, but I want to make sure this can fit. Oh yeah, that's going to show up nice. And it doesn't even need to be shining to see it. It really shows up nice. Oops, okay. All right. I almost feel like I need just a little bit more floral down here. I think I'm done with that. Unless I don't have a coffee cup yet. I know there were some coffee cups in here. Here we go. Unless I have, I'm gonna grab my coffee cup book. So this is another one, the coffee book I made. Anytime I came across a page that was mostly coffee cups, I pulled it out and put it into this book. So I have this. I just want something that's more black. See, I even pulled some of these out. Something that's a little more black to go on here. Ooh, that's a nice big black coffee cup right there. Coffee, please. I could put one of those over here. It's got the green. Let's do that. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. Okay, changing my mind. Since I've been trying to bring black over to this page, let's put a little more white over on this page. Let's use one of these. Because you know how I like to stick them in the corner, so that's kind of there. Still want something for that. That one I think I do want to be mostly black. These are all little icons. So maybe one of these over here. Either the blue. Let's do the green one. It's big. It's big for the space, but I'll be okay. There we go. I like it. Got coffee on there twice. All right. What was I doing with this book? Oh, I don't need the coffee cups that were in there anymore. Done with this book. Okay, I think a few more florals and we're gonna be done. So I want to put a little floral here, and then whatever I cut off I can augment over here with. So let's, this one looks kind of like it could go in this corner. And then I will of course need to write on this sheet with either metallic or white jelly roll pens. Okay, maybe this one for here. It's got a little bit of a corner to it. So if I tuck this in and then lay this over top of it to hide that cut edge, that utilizes most of the sticker. I think I might be done, guys. About the only other thing I could do would be to cut one more sticker in half and bring it kind of up over here and finish that off. Let's do that. This one's kind of long and thin. I'm just trying to go around the 2021. Even though this is a black page and I'm not putting this over here for black, I'm putting it over here to kind of blend the florals across. And I do have a little bit of dead space up here where my first line that I come across is going to be down a bit. So, oh man, that color matches so well. There we go. Yeah, that kind of brings the florals across. That helps. Okay, I think I might be done, actually. That looks pretty full. Yeah, I mean, about the only other thing, I'm just toying with the idea of tucking this right up in here to kind of bookend the quote a little bit. Of course, we can't waste this piece. There we go. That's it. All done. So I will write on this page with black, and I'll write on this page with white. Check my Instagram account mid next week or at the end of the week for the After the Pen, because I think it's going to look awesome. Okay, so how am I going to put this in my planner? This page goes in just the way it is. It's my end of the month. This page, obviously I need the second half of this week's spread over here. So that is this page. So I'm going to get my backing from my contact paper out, and we will go around this with some tape runner, which I think I'm about to run out of. Ooh, I made it. It is almost empty. Okay. And so instead of this page, I want to tape over this page. So line it up carefully between the discs so that it turns properly between the punches. There we go. Perfect. We'll pop this in. There we go. There is my social media planner and my dashboard planner for the week of April 26th through May 2nd. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to try your first blackout spread. They really are so much fun. If it does, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.